Hello, my beautiful and talented people. Thank you for everybody who's been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and booking readings. Today we're asking about new love. New love. What new love is coming your way? We've got pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, pile 4. I just want to remind everybody that I am doing a giveaway at 7,000 subscribers. So make sure that you are subscribed and you comment and you're in the running for that. If you do want to contact me, I do readings. Just make sure that you use the email in my description, because there is somebody that is posing as me in the comments. They made a fake dummy channel and everything, and I don't want you to give any information to them. So just make sure you use that email. It should be safe. And definitely don't use a WhatsApp. The WhatsApp is definitely and 100% not me. That being said, let's talk about new love coming your way. Start with pile number 1. So pile number 1, new love coming your way. New love for pile number 1. 9 of Pentacles. New love. graceful as always. New love for pile number 1. 5 of Wands. Queen of Cups. Graceful. I feel like you've been going through some kind of self-worth journey. You definitely have dealt with situations and people that did not have the same intent that you had. I feel like you may have dealt with people who, you know, just really didn't want to be serious or get serious. You know, people where your interests were not in the same place. But I do think that throughout that process, you gained a lot of emotional intelligence. And I feel like you really built yourself up to a strong sense of self-worth. New love coming forward. Wheel of Fortune, and you doing the work to build yourself back up again, to recognize that you are far more worthy than the situations that you have received, is help learning. It's help turning the Wheel of Fortune in your favor. So I feel like maybe you had to learn, and learning. So what this is turning the Wheel of Fortune towards is real, genuine happiness. So I feel like you've gone through a self-love journey, and it's bringing blessings, healing, hope, wish fulfillment. So whatever you've been doing to to let go of the people who, don't want to cooperate and aren't taking things seriously, you are definitely on the right track for a new beginning in love, and the kind of love that you truly deserve. Hope, healing, wish fulfillment, just joy and happiness. So while there isn't a person coming in quite yet, it's like the offer's coming, because you've got a standard of behavior in which you expect to be treated. So, that's making sure that everything is going to work out for you. Six of Cups. You're going to bring in somebody that you have a really sweet connection with. Chariot. Yeah. Everything's moving forward to you. And with you, it's like you're going to bring in somebody's... There's a small chance you might bring in somebody from the past, but I feel like for a lot of people, this is really just something completely new. That this is just... But it's somebody that... You know, you have this... It's like you can have love and friendship with. You can have this innocence with them. Regardless of, you know, where you are, it's just... It's like you can have like a return to, you know, your innocent self with this person. I feel like this person is going to be somebody that you're really safe with. It is important that, you know, you make the right choices, you pick the right people, and I feel like right now, it's like everything is ready to move forward, and the only thing that's necessary is the, you know, the perspective. Just making sure that you're seeing things in the right way. So when the right opportunity comes, you take it. Because like the right opportunity is, you know, wish fulfillment for you. The right opportunity, you know, it's like getting the cups that you deserve. But there is a need to not concentrate on what hasn't worked out, or people who haven't been serious, because it's like a new beginning in love is coming, and it's just, it, you know, you do need to be able to discern what is worth your time and what isn't. But I feel like for the most part, you've chosen you, and that was the right choice. Choosing you was the right choice, because choosing you is moving you forward towards real, genuine love. But it's just, you know, taking the love that's being offered might require you looking at things in a different way than you have in the past. But I feel like the universe is trying to tell you that all the work that you've done towards self-love is bringing in the right offer for you, and you just need to be willing to both see the offer and act on it. Because like the universe is ready to just bless you and bring everything forward to you. Take a second today to remind yourself you've got this, because you do. I feel like the universe does want you to pat yourself on the back, because a lot of this is because you have become emotionally intelligent. That you do, you know, that you do hold people to a standard. That, you know, let your freak flag fly. I feel like the person you attract into your life is going to be very specific to you. And I feel like embracing your idiosyncrasies is going to help bring this person to you. Free spirit, let your freak flag fly. Be you, because the person who's going to love you, the person who's right for you, is going to be down with you. Even the weird parts of you. You are displaying a lot of emotional intelligence, and that's one of the reasons why you're manifesting in love. It looks like you've done a lot of work on becoming the best version of yourself. You definitely have experienced heartbreak. And that's one of the reasons why you do need to be willing to don't just get stuck in your own dissatisfaction, because like wish fulfillment is truly coming for you. The person who's worthy of you is coming for you. And like, even the, you know, the weird funny parts of you, they're worthy too. You're going to bring in somebody that loves you because of who you are. Clarity, clarity, and clarity setting you free. Clarity moving you forward. So whatever you're doing, whether or not you know a person in your life yet, and I feel like, you know, again, there's a small chance that this is somebody that's coming back, but for the most part, I feel like you're bringing in the kind of person that you can just be silly with, that you could just be real with, that, you know, will truly not only love you, but like you. And that you will like them too, in addition. And it's just, you've got some, you're using your emotional intelligence, and it's great. So know that a new connection in love is coming. I know that, you know, all of this love is coming, and all of this is coming because you've really done the work. You know, no matter what, you know, you are and always have been worthy of love. Whatever you needed to do to get yourself out of situations that were just conflict, you've done. It's clear that you've done a lot of learning and growing, and to just manifest the right person into you. It's really about, you know, you've done a lot to be the best version of you. And part of it is also just being, you know, being willing to display who you are, and accepting that the right person, the person that is actually for you, is going to get you and be all about it. So that's why you're manifesting the right person. I hope this helps you. If you do want a free reading, I'm giving away 2 as soon as I hit 7,000 subscribers. So be subscribed and comment, and you are in the running for that. I want to say thank you so much. I deeply appreciate you. If you do want to contact me, the way to do it is my email. It's right below the timestamps in the description. There is somebody that is pretending to be me in the comments. I've tried to erase as many as I can. And I've tried to block it as well as I can, but, you know, I do not have a WhatsApp, and this is definitely happening to a lot of people in a lot of channels. So please just make sure that if you want to contact me, that you use that email, because that email is absolutely me, and I will take care of you. Thank you. I really appreciate you. And it's time for pile number 2. Pile number 2, my gorgeous angels. New love. 6 of Cups. Bring it in. Good, sweet love. The kind of love that, you know, that you could grow old with. 7 of Pentacles. 9 of Swords. Dropping cards as I do. 4 of Cups. It's possible that you do have somebody that may be coming back from the past. Again, maybe not for everybody, but I feel like there might be somebody that's really maybe really regretting not making a choice. There is a little, it's like there's anxiety and regret here, which is one of the reasons why it definitely could be somebody. Anxiety, regret, and some, you know, unfulfilled potential. Clarity on the 4 of Cups. Again, there might have been a situation that's been on pause for a long time. And if so, there's been a lot of anxiety regarding the situation, but there's something about it that can potentially lead to wish fulfillment. So if this isn't about another person, it could be that, you know, that maybe you haven't been interested in relationships for a while because of pain that you've received, because of hurt that, you know, if you don't have somebody coming in from the past, if you just don't feel like that's for you, another way that this could be is that you just really haven't wanted to be in a relationship. And you haven't wanted to be in a relationship because, you know, you were recovering from heartbreak. But like deep healing is here for you. Healing. And even though there's been anxiety, even though maybe it's like maybe some kind of seeds were, maybe some kind of seeds were planted so that things can move forward for you. Are you the Queen of Wands? I feel like there's a chance that somebody is going to really take some kind of initiative. Initiative to like make something work here. So, clarity of the Six of Cups, rebirth, new beginning. Now, with Judgment, it's always important that there is a lesson learned, because that's why you're in Judgment. That's when you're dealing with the consequences and deciding if you want to relive the same cycle or if you want to be lifted out of it into something better. So whether or not this is somebody new and you're just newly coming to a place where you're where you can allow yourself to have this kind of really kind, sweet connection, if it is a rebirth on another connection, either way, it's always important to like learn from the lessons. So for some of you, you may have been in a connection that, you know, may have seemed dead for a long time. And if so, that connection might be revived. But if that just doesn't feel like you, then you're going through a rebirth. And that rebirth is just bringing better people, the right person into you. And it's perhaps you who's taking the initiative. Three of Cups. With Three of Cups, I'm feeling like, especially if you have been very in stasis, I feel like it might be a good idea to have some social times. Obviously, a lot of people are still, you know, things are still opening up for a lot of people. And of course, doing that in a way that's safe is very important. But new love. All right, one of two things. Either you have sabotaged love in the past because you just really weren't ready to move forward, or there has been something not right going on. And I feel like there's a need to pay attention to red flags, bad behavior. Two of Cups. And you need to pay attention to red flags and bad behavior regardless of your feelings. And even regardless of their feelings. Just because somebody cares or just because you care, it doesn't make bad behavior okay. So, if you've been sabotaging yourself, I suggest you don't do that, because again, you're ready for a new beginning. You're ready for wish fulfillment. If you've dealt, maybe the reason why you've been, not really open to love is because you've dealt with bad behavior. But even if you're not reopening to that person, it's important that you accept that, unacceptable is unacceptable. And if this is somebody coming back around, well, they have to come back around and prove with their actions that they're here to reciprocate and not to, act really self-serving. New love pile number. Ooh, are you holding back? I feel like it's like there's wish fulfillment, there's new beginnings. It's like, but you do need to learn, because either you're holding back too much or holding on too tightly. And if you're holding on too tightly, you might be holding on to somebody or some situation that isn't really looking out for you, which is only going to take you back. I feel like the Five of Wands. I know the Five of Wands came up. Oh, maybe it didn't. I felt like it did. Five of Swords, Five of Wands. It's very... Don't hold on to the drama. Like, again, like new love that's really worth your time. It's like there is going to have to be some kind of lessons learned. Unless you want to relive the same issue, you have to be willing to learn from what was in front of you. New love for the gorgeous pile number 2. Judgment again. It's like there's all this healing there for you. There's an ability to come into a really loving relationship. But it's like there is a definite need to learn. If something didn't work out, it could have been not your fault. It could have been the other person. But if the other person is determined to do things to make sure things don't work out, you also have to consider why you're holding on to them. Because you're magic. You can manifest what you want. But it's like it's like wish fulfillment, new beginning. It's like you need to know what you want. Anything that will help the gorgeous pile number 2 manifest better for themselves. Again, you need to deal with a hard truth. You need to learn the lessons so you don't redo the cycle. But it's only going to lead to healing, balance, and harmony. So it's like the relationships you're looking for are relationships that give harmony, that relationships that are balanced and loving and kind. So So if your other relationships, if the relationships you come out don't look like that, it doesn't mean that it's your fault, but it does mean that you may have to review so that you just don't choose the same kind of people or situations. So there's a potential soulmate coming in where you can have a lot of harmony, wish fulfillment, but like in order to manifest that, you can't be in denial. It's like, it's very much, it seems like, those who ignore history are doomed to repeat it. So don't ignore history. Even if something's an unpleasant truth, it at least brings you to the place. It's much better to get to the place that you need to be than pretend like you were in that place when you never were. Write down all the things you love to do. Write down all the things you did today. Make sure there's a significant overlap. I feel like it's very important. It's like you are magic. You can manifest what you want. So think about what you want. Not what you fear, not what you don't like, but what do you want? Because there could be way too much concentration on anxiety, which could be very much slowing things down for you and not allowing you to choose in a rational, logical way, because you're so concentrated on what could go wrong. And true, I'm not going to tell you that things can't go wrong. Of course they can, but it's just they go wrong a lot less when you don't do the same thing. So like so much healing. You got at least 3 healing cards: Temperance, the Star, the 4 of Swords. Just keep in mind that don't let whatever your comfort zone is keep you from actual happiness. Because remember that every day you wake up, you choose your choices. And since the 6 of Cups came out twice, it's like there is a new beginning with you, but it requires, it requires you not sugarcoating things. It requires you really looking at the truth, even if it's not pretty. But it is going to bring in, with the 2 6 of Cups and a cosmic connection, it's likely to bring in a soulmate that, you could really grow old with. But it's like you need to decide if your life is how you want it to be. And if it's not how you want it to be, you need to think, what can I do differently? Because you are definitely directing how things are happening. And I feel like deep down, you know a lot more than you're even willing to believe. Like deep down, you already know. I feel like, some of you have definitely dealt with broken hearts. Some of you have dealt with cold-hearted people. And again, this might be harsh for some of you, but some of you may have been cold-hearted because with the 4 of Cups and the 4 of Swords, you may have just been fully closed off in your heart space. But like healing is here for you. And again, that may not be for all of you, but it is, again, there are some lessons that need to be learned here. And it's possible that if you really closed off towards somebody, but you really feel a connection with them, that you know, and they, and they weren't cold-hearted towards you, that maybe you do have to open up. But there is healing here for you. Again, this is the fourth healing thing. So it's like, whatever it is, you're in a place where you can really heal some kind of cycle. Whether it's you being cold-hearted or, again, you're probably, if you are or have been, it's probably absolutely from a place of pain. But how long do you want to live there? Because healing is available. Harmonious relationships are available. Just kindness and love is all available to you. And you are very much manifesting in a really strong, dependable connection. But again, Sword of Truth, Judgment twice, and then the Glow in the Dark Stone. It's like you do have to face some truth, whether it's about you or whether it's about, people you've chosen in the past. Just know that truth is going to give you clarity. That truth is going to help you out, even if it's uncomfortable. 3, Mind, Body, Spirit, Ascendant Masters. Ooh, Ascendant Masters. Yeah, but there has been some kind of, it's like, for some of you, you might have had a prosperous connection and there was some kind of break in it. But I do think that there's a need to be able to recognize the value of what's in front of you. So, because whether you've met this person, which some of you have, or whether you, some of you, this might even be a friend, because 6 of Cups, this could be a friend that, might have a potential to be more. And it's, if that doesn't apply to you, you'll know. But with the cat, I feel like there's a need to work on your own emotional availability. Because even if you have dealt with heartbreak, you don't want to just pass the heartbreak along to somebody who really is going to give you what you deserve. So I feel like the universe is really trying to tell you that if you want love, the universe is offering it to you. 6 of Cups twice. But be in a place where you can take the love that's being given. Because whether it's been offered yet or not, 333 was on the counter just as I looked down for pile number 3. So, just as I took pile number 3 out. All right, that being said, let's move on to pile number 3. I really appreciate you. If you do want a free reading, I'm giving away 2 as soon as I hit 6,000 subscribers. So just be subscribed and comment. I do have somebody that's pretending to be me in the description, so please don't give them any money or information. If you do want to contact me, my email is in the description right below the timestamps. I am doing another giveaway at 7,000 subscribers, so be subscribed and comment. I think I might have just repeated that, but, sometimes I am a silly, silly person. Thank you again. And we're going to move on to pile number 3. My gorgeous and talented pile number 3s. New love. 3 of Cups. Page of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, I'm not sure if this is very... Because there is a... I do see a new beginning. But I feel like there is some like really much lighter energy. It's like I don't know if you guys are interacting with somebody who is maybe just not that serious. But I'm seeing a very, very minimal amount of security. You know, a sense of really deep loss. Passion, but not a lot of substance. What's happening for pile number 3? There's somebody that's very desirable, but I feel like there's a need to really pay attention to how people are acting. I feel like there's a need to really pay attention and not ignore if people, you know, are offering you very little, or if people are very self-interested, if there are really significant fights. Because you are, it's like there is a lot of passion coming towards you. But so far I'm not seeing a lot of evidence of love. Yeah, I'm seeing emotionally immature people. Page of Swords. Page. So either you just might not be interested in having anything serious, but I don't feel like that's the case. I feel like there's a real need to pay attention to people's actions. Pay attention to whether somebody has emotional control over themselves. You know, because whatever is being offered, it just doesn't have any real stability to it. So I'm going to treat this a little bit differently because you're so far having a little bit of a difficult reading. So what does pile 3 need to know about this new love? But again, I'm not seeing much. I mean, I might see a new relationship, but I don't see a lot of love here. I see, you know, a lot of not taking it seriously, betrayal, bad behavior, death. It's like there really needs to be an end to something so that there can be a new beginning. I don't know if maybe currently you're in a very tumultuous relationship, but okay, maybe some of you are really in a tumultuous relationship. If so, whoever you're dealing with, you know, they're very interested in you physically, but it's like what they're offering you isn't the real thing. But it's also like you need to be aware of the new relationships you allow in your life, because it's like there needs to be a significant transformation, a new beginning. Death, a new beginning. Knight of Swords. I feel like there's a real need to move forward so that you can actually have a new beginning in love. Because I feel like you've had a lot of passionate new beginnings, but I'm not, again, not feeling a lot of love there, but it's like the offer of love is available to you, but it's like whatever the status quo is, the status quo can't stay like that. And it's like moving forward, new beginning, death, ending, regeneration, transformation. There does need to be some kind of real transformation for a new beginning. Well, tell me about this new beginning in love for the gorgeous pile 3. Either you really need to let go so you can have your new beginning, or you're just holding back way too much for you to have a new beginning. I mean, if you're... So, whatever is happening, it's not letting energy flow. And like the energy absolutely can't... And the thing is, it's also unsustainable. Because death, it may take a long time, but it's just unsustainable. So whatever is not, whether it's a lack of generosity on the parts, there's just a really, really big need to like not hold on to the status quo, because the status quo is keeping you from long-term abundance and happiness. It's like you can't do things the same way and get your happy ever after. But you can have your happily ever after. You just need to be willing to make a new start, do a new thing. So instead of holding on to stuff that is either way too little for you, or holding back so much that you can't allow in the good in your life, you need to realize that, letting go of the baggage, because the fool, is brave, and the fool is not holding on to baggage. Fool is moving ahead, and, clarity is going to move you ahead to a new... Yeah, if you do things, there is a need. You may be holding on to something that's unhealthy, but whatever you're holding on to, it's like you really need to do something differently, because when you do something differently, you're going to have really long-term success and commitment, new beginnings. You're going to have super stable relationships, possibly a family. But you just can't keep doing, there's something, you need to move forward in your thoughts, because you have an opportunity at a new beginning that is going to offer you, most likely the person you will probably marry. But that person is like not in the cycle of not seriousness, and, that person is, isn't just going to be in a cycle of comings and goings, and, this person, like the person that's going to offer you the 10 of Pentacles, that's going to offer you just a super stable, happy life. If you're offering very little, it's not going to be enough. You need to balance your energy. If you're putting your time and energy in people that are offering too little and just holding on to that because you don't want to be without, it's keeping you from being in abundance. Because a new beginning in love is there for you, a new beginning. But if you allow yourself to break out of old patterns and really, take a risk, but take a good risk, what you're going to end up with is, you're going to find somebody and they're going to be your person. It's like you're not that far. It's just whatever you're holding on to may not be the thing. Get good at letting go of what doesn't suit you. It's almost like I've been saying that. So realize that, if you're holding on to a little bit just because you're afraid of having nothing, it's not worth it. You should be realizing that you can have it all. But maybe, don't hold on to maybe a person who might have betrayed you. Realize that in order for there to be new beginnings, there has to be endings. What are you scared of? Can it really hurt you? No, forget about it. And that's that Four of Pentacles energy again. Holding on because you're afraid. Because what if you're without? Well, quite frankly, if you're dealing with somebody who might betray you, it's better to be without that person. But I feel like you're going to do a lot to free yourself from that fear that causes limitations. Because it's like endings and beginnings. Something needs to end so something can begin again. And, if you allow something really mediocre to end, you're opening up. It's like if you allow something really mediocre to end, you're opening up for you to get the whole package. You're opening up for you to really get, like, somebody who feels like home, somebody you can have stability with in the long term, somebody that you can really have this overflowing love and commitment with. With the Crown, either you need to be able to recognize other people's values or you need to be able to recognize your own. I feel like a lot of you really truly need to recognize your own value and just not be willing to hold on to what isn't giving you what you deserve. Just realize that if something isn't giving what you deserve, then it's quite possibly not for you. I think you're going to go from now to the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, Hierophant. Like long-term stability, long-term happiness. But it's like you gotta go. We gotta move. If you're dealing with a situation where there's either a situation that you are not investing in enough, or you're investing in way too much because they're not really investing in you. And just realize, just be willing to move forward, because, be willing, because just what is for you, but you don't necessarily, you can't get what's for you if you hold on to what isn't for you. So there's a need to move in conjunction with the universe. With 9, well, it came up as 9 and then it flipped over to 6. 6 is love and balance. 9 is the end of a cycle, of course, a magic number. 3 to the 3rd power. So I've got a cowboy hat and a little kitten. I feel like the little kitten may represent some kind of inner child. With the with the Jack of Hearts. I feel like you may need to open up to the kind of love that you maybe wanted as a child, maybe, something. Allow yourself to realize that you don't need to minimize yourself at all. Not even in the littlest, tiniest bit, because but it's also, yeah, don't be it's like, don't be afraid to lose, because sometimes you're losing so you can get something way better. It's like, free yourself, because yeah, if you were dealing, it's like, sometimes things are hard because you shouldn't be there. Allow yourself to have a brand new beginning in love. And if you aren't opening up to love, realize that you can have a brand new beginning in love. And that you just don't need to stay there. I really appreciate you. If you do want a free reading, I'm giving away 2 as soon as I hit 7,000 subscribers. So just be subscribed and comment, and you're in the running for that. I also want to say thank you so much to everybody who's been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and booking readings. If you do want to book with me, my email is in the description right below the timestamps. There is somebody that is pretending to be me in the comments, and I do my very best to block them whenever possible, but it's a very consistent issue, so please don't give that person any information. Please don't give that person any money. If you do want to report it, there's 3 dots on the side next to the reply button, and you can report it if you want. I'll do my best. Thank you to everybody who lets me know when it comes around again. That being said, we're going to move on to pile number 4. New love pile number 4. 3 of Cups. 2 of Cups. I feel like there is a need to... It's like you're definitely getting new love coming forward. I feel like you are going to be dealing with a much lighter energy. You may have dealt with somebody in the past that maybe wasn't faithful or maybe very self-serving. But are you the Emperor? I feel like somebody worth your time is coming in. Somebody who really knows who they are. And there is going to be a passionate new beginning. Clarity on the 5 of Swords. Clarity on the 5 of Swords. Page. You may have dealt with, a very emotionally immature person. It's like the person who's coming in for you, though, is somebody who really has their stuff together. But I do feel like you dealt with somebody really emotionally immature, and that person was, they caused a lot of problems. That person might have brought in multiple parties to the situation. Is this the same person? I'm not necessarily getting that this is the same person coming in. I feel like the universe is trying to let you know that, that you will have a passionate new beginning. You will have a beginning where the love is reciprocal. Where you deal with somebody who, isn't acting like a very emotionally immature person. So maybe you just really needed to hear that something better is coming along for you. Clarity. Anything more on the Five of Swords? It's just, I feel like you dealt with, a lot of situations where it was just being fought at every turn. And that's, I feel like it's just, I heard quality of the person. Just, it was about the quality of the person involved. So tell me about this Emperor coming in. Tell me about this Emperor. So the Emperor is somebody who's very strong. The Emperor is somebody that is very accomplished. The Emperor might even be somebody that's wealthy. This may be somebody that ends up being a long-term marriage partner for you. And this person is going to give you a serious offer. It's like this is a serious person. They're not a child. Like, because whoever you were dealing with, I don't care how old they were, they may never have grown up. But it's like you're going to be offered reciprocal love, a really serious offer that likely that is going to be serious commitment. Two of Cups, the Lovers. So I feel like you're gonna go from really feeling left out in the cold, going from dealing with people who just, don't want to do right by you, into serious commitment with somebody who really makes the decision to choose you. That you really do have this connection with. Are you coming, is somebody coming in from the cold? New love coming in. New love coming in. I do feel like you might have experienced a lot of regret. But I think that every 5 in the deck has come out. 5, 5, 5, 5. Like you've gone through a lot of change. So I feel like you definitely have dealt with not getting your basic needs met. And I feel like this is like you've had regret towards that. But I feel like this might be a state that, somebody else puts you in. It may not, maybe you regret dealing with this person, but I feel like I'm not feeling a lot of energy. Like, it's like, yeah, maybe regret this person, but I feel like whatever really emotionally, not together person you dealt with, it's like, I feel like it's really important to pay attention to the 2 of Cups and not the 3 of Cups, not the cups that fell over, but, the offers that are actually going to come in that's going to be worth your time. So you are going to receive an offer, and it's going to be with somebody that you really have a very strong spiritual connection with. And it's going to be somebody that really has their stuff together, that is really willing to offer you something real, that you will have a huge amount of passion regarding this person. So I get that you've come out of a situation and you did, and it was just difficult and your needs weren't met and, you weren't taken care of, but you're attracting in somebody that really is about taking care of the people around them, and they're really about, so it's like this is going to be a very different experience that I do feel like you're ready for. Like, I don't think that you're going to fight the experience of having somebody really show up and be strong and responsible and like be there for you. I feel like a lot of you I feel like a lot of you are pretty tough. And I feel like a lot of you are pretty tough because you just been through a lot of stuff. But I feel like it's like you're going to have somebody and they're going to like really be a champion for you. And again, so it's not about having somebody fix all your problems, but it's like, I'm almost feeling like it's somebody that's going to come in and be strong, so every once in a while you'll have a chance to be weak. So you don't always have to be the strong person. New love. Yeah, this is somebody who's going to offer you a lot of stability, a lot of love. You know, it's like this is really a new beginning. I think this is the third new beginning card that's come out. So this person's going to offer you like real stability. Like this person's going to offer you a lot of stability. Because this person has their stuff together, and I think that you have your stuff together, so you can build something super steady with this person, and it will come from a place of stability and passion and love. It's like this is the offer that's in front of you is really an offer worth taking. Knight of Swords. There could be a need to take action, maybe take action on a thought. I feel like this person is going to move things forward with you. I don't think this person is going to necessarily try to, speed you up, so fast that you're uncomfortable. But this person will want there to be a forward momentum in you guys' relationship. Page of Cups. Is this person... Because the Page of Cups came out, and again, it was the person that's in this row. I mean, Page of Cups, like this particular one, I always see as very emotionally immature. I mean, but of course, Page of Cups could be a message of love, speaking about love. There's even a possibility that the person who didn't do right by you might come in and offer you an apology. But for the most part, whoever that is, I don't think that they're the same person. And I just feel like you're moving away from really difficult energies to... this is a celebration. This is a celebration. Like, you may be moving away from somebody that, however they feel, maybe they just weren't capable of being serious enough, to somebody who, who you can really, truly depend on, that you will have passion, that you have love, that, you can go the distance with. So I feel like you're going to have a pretty astounding love. New chapter. Again, new beginnings. Feel like, know that what's ahead of you, even if you can't see it yet, what's ahead of you what's ahead of you is just better than what's been behind you. Because I feel like You know, maybe even some of you have a life path of 5 and you just dealt with a lot of difficulty. You need to realize that what's ahead of you is just going to be better. There's power in kindness. So I feel like, you know, being the best, kindest person that you're capable of, realizing that that is a source of power for you, you know, realizing that, you know, if somebody, you know, didn't appreciate you for it, that just says a lot about them and a lot less about you. Live the answers. So I feel like you're really breaking out. It's like, yes, you're having a new beginning, and you're having a new beginning with somebody who really has their stuff together, who's really going to offer you a really long-term stable relationship, and possibly even marriage that is some kind of spiritual connection. It's just like new beginning, new beginning. Just know that, you know, despite this feeling of winter, this feeling that just a lot of things haven't worked out for a long time, just know that that's, you know, that's not going to stay that way. Wish. I feel like you should, you know, make a wish, because what you want, I mean, I wouldn't wish for any person so much as, what do you want? What kind of experience do you want? What kind of love do you want? What kind of person do you want? Because it's like, because you're getting wish fulfillment. Wish the star 3 times. And I feel like your wish come true is going to be more than you realized it would be. I feel like every time that you were on the outside, when you were just really getting far less than you deserved, I feel like you didn't know how much better what you are going to receive will be. But I've got closed heart. So there is probably a need for you to, let yourself let somebody in, even if you've had rough experiences. Because the person that's going to come in is going to show you that, you know, that they're a really quality human being. They're going to show you that they've really got their stuff together. So, you know, allow yourself to have the new beginning. Allow yourself to open the lock, dethaw. You know, it's understandable. You've been through some rough stuff. But, you know, things are about to open up. Things are about to get a lot more fun. I've got Superman. And that's kind of what the energy I'm getting. I'm getting somebody that does have power, but uses it responsibly. Uses it to take care of people. Because sometimes the Emperor can not, you know, the Emperor can, you know, not always be super awesome. But I feel like this is somebody, you're manifesting in a Boy Scout, a Girl Scout, you know, somebody who, you know, when they're faced with power, doesn't misuse it, but uses it for good. And that person is going to offer you a lot of stability. That person is going to recognize you. And there is going to be a lot of love between you. I feel like this connection is good fortune for you. This connection is going to lead to abundance for you. And it is very likely that this person has money, but I feel like it's not just about that. With the cog, it's like, know that like things are moving, turning, and changing in your favor. And just be willing to move along with that. Because you're experiencing a new beginning, a rebirth. With K, that might be significant for somebody. Also, the number 1 is about manifestation. Now, I don't feel like you're starting a manifestation. I feel like your manifestation is going to come in. And your manifestation, again, wish fulfillment. It's going to be better than you expected it to be. It may not be exactly what you expected it to be, but what it will be, well, it's not going to be, because it's going to be better. But it's like names and dates might be changed, like it might not come from the person you expect it to come from, but what it's going to be is awesome. What it's going to be is, I feel like a lot of you just need to hear that it's going to be safe. Like it's going to be the right person offering real stability. That it's like, I feel like the reason why this is manifesting for you is because you're really ready for it. You're really ready to have things work out for you. And you're probably really, really tired of, all the times that, you dealt with people with bad intent. You dealt with people who were not on the same page. You dealt with, regret and sadness and grief and loss. And again, just basically not having your needs met. But I feel like the universe is saying that you may not have had your needs met, but that's not going to be your reality anymore. And I feel like the person you're manifesting in is going to bring, that love. But it's like respect and stability and, something real, something worth it. So just know that all those hard times, you're going to have somebody that's worth it and fiercely loyal. Again, you're dealing with somebody who's powerful but uses their power for good. Somebody who's fiercely loyal, somebody's going to protect you, somebody who's going to protect your connection. And I've got from. Let's get a card for from. It's like, yeah, you're manifesting the win that you've deserved this whole time. So know that you're going from, dealing with people who, don't offer you enough, that are not, they may be perfectly fine people, but they're just not on your level, to, something that's way bigger, better, and ultimately happier than what you would have expected. What you're manifesting in is definitely a spiritual bond of some sort, but I feel like you've been manifesting for a long time. You're not starting the manifestation process. It's like what you've wished for, what you've wanted, what you've hoped for. You're ready for it, so it's coming in for you. So I hope this helped you. Thank you so much. I deeply appreciate you. If you do want, if you do want a free reading, I'm giving away 2 as soon as I hit 7,000 subscribers. So just make sure you're subscribed and you comment. I do have people who are pretending to be me in the comments. It is not me. So make sure that you don't give anybody information. I don't have a WhatsApp. If you want to contact me, my email is in the description. And that is absolutely the way to get in contact with me. I check it all the time. I do readings. I get it out in about 48 hours. So just make sure that you protect yourself, because obviously you're important. So thank you.